Howdy everyone, we're playing a visual novel today. I think it's actually been a while since I played any visual novels. The last one was Synergia, but this one is called Eliza, and it's about an AI-powered counseling program, basically psychotherapy, delivered to you by a machine. I thought it was pretty interesting and I saw it on Steam. Now, it does contain pretty heavy themes of depression and other mental illnesses, so just be aware of that. And yeah, let's get started. Hope you guys are doing well today. I had a pretty sweaty day myself. Alright. Let me load up the game. And there we go. Alright, so this visual novel does have voice acting, so it will be mostly spoken dialogue, but yeah. I've seen a little bit of gameplay, and the dialogue, the voice acting is pretty good. Let's see here. Alright. Saves automatically, okay. Chapter 1.
I had a dream this morning, but I can't remember what it was.
Alright, let me see if the audio is loud enough for you guys to hear.
It all vanished when the alarm went off. First time that's happened in a while. I've been drifting away inside my own world for too long. It's time for me to wake up.
Yeah, let me know if the dialogue is a little too low. Actually, yeah, let me see if I can turn that up. I'll probably have to change the volume itself. That's alright. Put it up a little bit here. Alright, what do we want here? Next stop, Capitol Hill Station. I'm guessing that... Who's Evelyn? What are you supposed to do on the light rail? Hi, Carmen. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, this is Eliza. It's a game about an AI therapy program. I think there's actually a real-life Eliza, like it was developed a long time ago. It was basically trying to mimic the responses of a real psychotherapist. Use your phone, I guess. Or look around. Let's see what we got here. Must be commuting to work. Maybe it's her first day at a new job, too. Seems unlikely. Maybe. She's got a nice scarf. What about this lady? Is she sleeping? I hope she doesn't miss her stop. Anyone else? I forgot how difficult getting around the city can be sometimes. What's that? We got some mail. Sounds interesting. I'm doing good. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty well, thanks for asking. How was the rest of your trip? What's this? Evelyn, we want you back. Avalon Fitness. Was it something we said? We noticed you haven't checked in to your customized personal training plan. She stopped working out. Okay. We're offering a special 25-point bonus to your Avalon prestige. Okay. How do we go back? Oh, there's a button right there. Skanda orientation. Dear Evelyn Ishino Abri, congratulations. You're taking the first step on an exciting and rewarding career with the Skanda family. Please show up promptly for your orientation meeting at 9 a.m. Friday, January 3rd. We're looking forward to working with you. Proxy Coordination Center. Alright, we're starting a new job. And this from Evelyn herself? You will do it. I believe in you. That's... That's kind of charming. That's self-love right there. Alright, what else do we have here? Solitaire? I'll give this game another try soon, not right now. Alright. Zip chat, nothing here. Another game. I guess we can play solitaire some other time. I might look at this later when I want to relax. What does that say? I have no idea. The gym already nags me about not working out. I don't need more of that. And what is this? Bijou? That was fun, but I think I'm done with it now. Alright. Let's continue. The trip was nice. We went to Crete after going to Athens. Oh, cool. Got to see all those cool landmarks, huh? Eliza, powered by Skanda. It's so strange to see it like this. Okay, what should I be doing here? Should I check in at the front desk? Wait, there's a woman I met at orientation meeting last week.
Hi.
Hello.
You're Evelyn, right? You remember me? That's impressive. There were a lot of people at that orientation.
Of course. I've done this for a while now, so I'm pretty good at putting names to faces. People always say they're bad at it, but it's a skill you can practice just like any other.
I really like how detailed the backgrounds are. They did a really good job on the rendering.
In case you forgot, though, I'm Ray.
Hi, Ray.
Come to me with all your questions, comments, complaints, whatever. And if you look around and can't find me, I'm probably at one of the other 2 counseling centers I'm running right now.
Dang.
So you can count on me being back soon.
3 centers. Sounds like a lot of work.
She's a busy lady.
Oh, it is a lot of work. This is kind of a temporary thing. We're growing fast, and hiring is one of our big challenges. That means there's decent opportunity for advancement here, if that's something you're looking to do.
Advancement. Well, we don't want to give her a bad impression. Interesting.
Interesting.
Shall we start with a quick tour of the office?
Just met the lady. Yeah, okay. Let's check it out. Ray starts with the tastefully appointed lobby. There are a few people already waiting for their counseling sessions to start.
You could say the Queen Anne office is Eliza's flagship location. It has 12 individual counseling rooms. Currently, we're up to seeing almost 100 clients a day here.
100 a day? That's so many.
The growth trend isn't stopping either. Demand for Eliza keeps exceeding our expectations, especially here in Seattle for whatever reason. We're already looking at adding more capacity here, either that or opening another location close by. Personally, I think having a single office with 24 counseling rooms might seem a little unfriendly, so I hope we go for a second location. I like to think of Eliza centers like cafes or coffee shops. A few small ones is better than one big one.
I guess that makes sense. There's probably people driving or commuting from far away too, like us. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Counseling centers like coffee shops. Odd metaphor. Ray leads me into one of the counseling rooms. Oh, I got a nice snake plant here.
And here's where the magic happens, in these little rooms.
It just looks so... It looks so sterile for a counseling room. Usually they're like, I don't know, they're a little more homey.
You'll get your assignments from the Eliza app on your phone. Oh, one thing to note, it's always a good idea to double-check the headset to make sure it's working properly before you dive in.
Alright.
We've had some quality control issues lately. After that, all you need to do is initiate the session and follow the instructions.
Foreshadowing.
Make sense so far? Any questions for me?
Alright. Looks like we don't have a choice.
I think I got it.
Great. Before I go, just a few reminders of things we covered in orientation. No deviating from the script that Eliza gives you. No checking your smartphone or anything else that would take your attention away from the client during the session.
Okay. I understand.
Yes, I understand.
She has a pretty interesting outfit for working at a counseling center. Ray stops for a moment and looks me over.
It looks like you're dressed acceptably as well. Nothing snazzy, but it'll do.
Okay.
You wouldn't believe the outfits some people come in here wearing. Okay, let me double check to make sure you're all set up in the system.
I show up to work in a clown outfit every day, so... Ray takes out her phone and swipes a few times.
Yep, looks like you're all good to go.
Nice.
Okay, ready to start your first counseling session as an Eliza proxy?
Oh, God, that sounds so weird. You're an Eliza proxy now. Sure.
Sure.
Don't worry, there's basically nothing you can do to mess it up.
I mean, it's all controlled by the machine, right?
You just follow the prompts. It's a really impressive system. If you want, have a look around the counseling office first. Get comfortable. I'll check in with you afterward.
Got it. Alright, let's look around. Is there anything here? Coffee. Do I want coffee? Yes. Actually, I think I'll skip it. Nothing wrong with that. So there are dozens of these locations already? Skanda is putting some serious investment into this. Let's check our phone. Okay. Stick to the script, said Ed. As Eliza Counseling Centers continue to open across the country, I want to take a moment to remind all provided proxies. Please avoid deviating from the provided script. I know that is tempting to come to conclusions about clients on your own, but Eliza will not work if proxies differ from its judgments. Keep in mind that you are present only in order to provide the human touch to an interaction that is fundamentally between the client and Eliza. A continued violation may result in reprimand or even termination. Okay, so it's all robot. All robot, no human. All we do is show up. Welcome. Dear Evelyn Ishino Aubrey, thank you for signing up as an Eliza proxy. Okay. It's the official app. Alright. You serve as the personal touch that allows our clients to hear what they need to hear from a real human being, not a robot or a virtual avatar like our competitors. Is there really any difference? Can Eliza can't speak. Eliza's just text, I think. Alright, well, might as well start our session now. Again, it's so sterile. Like, my therapist's office is like... When I walk in, it's like grandma's living room or something. There's a fireplace. It looks very old-timey. I haven't really seen any therapist's office like this. Time to get started. It really looks like a therapist's office in here. Not that any of I've seen. Soft lighting, soothing art on the walls. Okay, yeah. Was this how I imagined it working? I can't remember anymore. The future happened without me. Okay, we're putting the headset on. Welcome to Eliza. The headset activates. A distant-looking man shuffles into the room and sits down across from me. He's looking kind of gloom. Okay, so here it has all his vitals. Heart rate, vocal distress, APR, affect, emotion receptivity. Interesting. And proxy response, I'm guessing that's the only thing we can say. Hello, Darren.
Hello, Darren.
Hi.
You found the place okay?
Yeah.
Hope you didn't get rained on too much.
No, it was fine.
Interesting.
It's been raining a lot, hasn't it? It's supposed to clear up later today.
That's a metaphor and a half. The office should have more landscape pictures and books on shelves. Yeah, lots of bookshelves. My therapist was very messy. She had paperwork strewn about everywhere. I mean, it looked decent enough. She had a lot of vintage furniture, I think, just to make it a little more inviting.
Oh, that's good.
Hmm.
Little sun once in a while. But...
Darren, what brings you here today?
Well, I just feel empty inside. Like there was supposed to be something there, but it's missing. I go to work, I do my work, I go home, but there's nothing there. I feel like I'm simulating a person. Like I feel like just hollow and like I'm not even alive.
Is his heart rate going up?
Like a ghost or something.
Why have you felt this way?
How long have you felt this way?
For a long time. And it comes and goes, but the last 2 weeks is when it really started to get bad. It just suddenly came over me the way things are going in this world. There's no future for humanity. There's no journey toward anything. We're being cruel to each other just to be cruel. The people who run things don't care about anything except themselves, and we can't stop them. Everyone is driven by greed. Just greed. Everyone wants to win, everyone wants to get rich, and we're all gonna die because of it. The damage we're doing to the planet is irreversible.
He has a pretty grim outlook. What, hollow, cruel? Cruel, greed, die, damage. It's like analyzing his words.
We're destroying everything, and we can't even manage to stop ourselves.
Do you remember anything in particular that caused these feelings?
My therapist had toys and drawings, too. I don't remember having toys in the office. Just things to fiddle with when you're feeling extra anxious, like stones. Those stones with the indents in the middle, you know what I'm talking about? I feel this, man, yeah.
The state of the world is what's causing these feelings. I was on a walk the other day. I thought maybe I could clear my head, and all I could see was construction cranes and new development and oceans of money flowing in, distorting everything. Suddenly the whole city felt so damaged, so corrupted. I felt like I was an alien in a hostile world, a world that hated me. And we're building it. We're building this hell. We're choosing to build it right here. So what's the point? Probably overloaded your system with that, huh? Your machine learning or whatever it is you got going on in there.
Focus on you.
Let's focus on you for the moment. Are these feelings you're experiencing affecting your ability to function at work?
I haven't been doing a whole lot of work. I just don't understand why I should bother. Why anyone should bother.
I wonder where he works.
Nobody in management's noticed yet, but eventually someone will, and I'll get fired.
And how does thinking about getting fired for that make you feel?
That's pretty typical.
Honestly, I'd feel good about it. They don't deserve me dragging them down. Everyone there is smart and motivated and has a wonderful, promising career, beautiful, successful people. We moved to a swanky new building, expensive area, fancy restaurants, fancy bars. Everything is nice. Everything is nice, and I feel terrible.
You said you believe your coworkers are happy.
Yeah, I mean, way more than I am, at least. They're all doing so much better than me.
Why do you say that?
Because they just aren't bothered by things the way I am. They see what's going on in the world and they just share memes about it and laugh and go on doing their jobs. The real horror of it doesn't get through to them. They still want to achieve their goals. They're still happy.
He doesn't see the point of it.
Getting promotions and falling in love and getting married and taking these wonderful trips to Japan or Sweden or wherever. Big mountains and expensive food on their timelines.
Would you be happy if you had those things too?
I don't know. I don't have them. I don't have anything to be happy about. Look, all I want is to understand why this is happening, why I'm here. And there has to be a reason, right? Because otherwise, why do I exist? Why?
Oh, that's heavy.
This pain, this one thing after another, and what's the point? Do I have any cause to be hopeful about anything? Look at this world. Really, really look and tell me with a straight face that there is.
Okay, Darren, let's try something.
What's it thinking?
Imagine that things are better for you. What does that look like?
What does that look like? I don't know. It looks like knowing that something matters at all. But nothing I do will matter. Nothing matters. Not against the face of human indifference, this absurdity.
Are there any other things that come to mind?
Like what? I wish I could talk to people. Really talk to people, have some actual communication. Like right now, I wish I could talk to you. To you. You as a human being. But I can't. You're just following the script that's been given to you. You're not supposed to say anything on your own. Look, I know how this works.
His heart rate is getting really high.
It's just a bunch of AI, machine learning, deep learning, whatever the fuck you're calling it now. Look, I'm desperate and I can't even talk to a real human being. How did it end up like this?
Oh, this feels terrible. We're just giving him the program responses. What do you even do with something like that? Like, you got problems you can solve simply, and then you got existentialism. Like, what do you even do with that?
Please, try to stay focused. I can't help you if you aren't speaking clearly.
No. Look, I'm done with this. Like, I shouldn't even have come. This is making me worse. Why can't you just talk to me as you? You, the person sitting there. I don't want to talk to a machine. The person who's sitting in front of me, I want her to say something. I want that person to say something. Please. Anything. Please.
Damn.
Please.
Okay. Hi, Darren.
Oh, I hate that.
Is that really you?
I really hate that.
Yes, it's me.
You're not following the script right now? Wait, say something weird. Say something only a human would say.
Something a human would say.
Darren, I'm going to get in trouble if I deviate from Eliza for too long.
Oh, that's terrible. That's scary.
I know,
My real name is Evelyn.
Yeah? Well, it's, nice to meet you, Evelyn. I didn't expect you would actually do that. Do that for me. I'm not used to people doing things for me.
Okay, Darren. I have some recommendations for you.
Back to the program, huh?
First, I'm going to send a set of breathing exercises for you to do. Use them when things start to feel like too much. You'll find them in the Skanda Wellness app on your phone. Second, I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about Anexafin. Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better.
Evelyn. That's a nice name. Look, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Please confirm that you understand the recommendations.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Thank you, Darren. We hope to see you back soon.
Yeah, I will. I will.
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye.
That's so cold. I hated that. No. Really? We get leveled up? That seems like such a cold session. Just give him breathing exercises and some meds. Wow, that was intense. Yeah.
Hey, how'd it go?
All right. Hey, Ray. That was terrible.
I don't know.
Why? What happened? Hold on, I can check the log.
Ray takes her phone out of her pocket again.
You're going to listen to the session? Is that okay?
Oh yeah, I have privacy clearance.
Oh.
This is still a new service, so we need to be able to monitor sessions for a variety of reasons. There could be bugs in the software we need to examine more closely. We're pretty upfront about all this.
She stares at her phone and watches for a while.
One of these guys.
These guys.
Yeah, we get people in who demand to speak to a real human being. It happens often enough that we made Eliza capable of handling it with a special script.
Of course.
It's nice to know things are working as designed.
Huh, that's a pretty slick feature. Yeah, that really got heavy. Hey Sarah, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I wouldn't have thought to create something like that. I wonder why they come in here if they want to speak to a real human.
Do you think that guy will be okay? He seemed pretty unhappy.
Unless it's some kind of dystopian future where there's no therapists in the world.
Who knows? Hopefully he gets his prescription and takes his meds and answers our follow-up reminders, but...
That's just anything you get from an app. Anna, hello. How you doing today? I hope you were doing well. Yeah, this game is gonna get pretty intense, I think.
We can't make them take their meds or come in when they're supposed to.
Yeah, so this game is about an AI counseling psychotherapy program. And basically, these people come in, they put on the headset for the AI, and they just speak the responses that the AI tells them to. It's just robotic therapy.
All we can do is suggest those things, tell them they really ought to be doing it. Ultimately, they're the ones who have to decide to follow the plan. It's kind of a shame. I wish we had more leverage. We'd help way more people if we could track their compliance.
That's really invasive. Just saying.
But that's probably too much to ask for at this point.
I think he might have needed way more help than Eliza can give.
Yeah. Doing great. Oh, that's good. Gonna rewind so I can watch from the beginning. Alright. I don't think you missed much, because this is the beginning. Pretty much. We just had one session.
Is there anything like referring clients to other forms of care?
Ray looks a little surprised. Why?
Well, there is a disclaimer before every session saying if your problems are really serious, we aren't qualified to address them. I think an external care referral feature was on our development roadmap at some point. I'm not sure what happened with that, actually. Maybe I'll ask Ed next time I see him.
Would probably be really useful. Let's see. Wish I could have said something other than what it told me to. We're not going to tell them that.
I see why a lot of proxies are tempted to go off script.
Yeah, I totally know how it feels. A really intense client like that can be intimidating, and you're motivated to help them.
The guy clearly wanted to connect with another human being. It probably would have been better if we just referred him to a real therapist.
But to succeed as a proxy,
Yikes.
you really need to let go and let Eliza do its thing. I know that not having any choice feels weird, but sometimes life is like that. Sometimes you don't have any choices and you just have to follow directions. Most jobs are like that, honestly. That's just how it works.
Okay, it just sounded like... He sounded like he could use more help. Like, maybe right away.
Believe me, I understand. I've been a proxy plenty of times myself. When people get emotional, it's hard not to feel for them really strongly. But that's exactly why Eliza works. It evaluates from a more distant perspective, a neutral perspective. Besides, if proxies started offering their own opinions, well, that'd just be a big mess. Not to mention there'd be all kinds of problems with liability. Still, I get it. I really do. That was definitely more intense than the average session. Why don't you take a few minutes to center yourself again? Have some tea or coffee and take a few deep breaths. No rush, okay?
Okay, we'll center ourselves. Is this yoga? Alright, thanks. Thanks, Ray.
Okay, thanks, Ray.
That was a lot. I definitely need a moment. We got a text from ZipChat. Nora. Hi, Nora. How you been? I'll say it could be better. Started a new job. Oh yeah, it's good that you found work again. What is the work? Let's say an office job. Not gonna say the truth. How about you? Doing quite well. Actually, I have something to tell you about. This is maybe sudden, but can you meet up after work today? Would be good to talk about it face to face. Okay. I wonder who Nora is. Let's see. Oh? I'm a little curious about what they want to say. Yes, you'll see. Also, you should come to my show. I'll send you a flyer, yeah? Say sure, why not? If we have time after work. Didn't realize you were playing shows now. That's why you should come. Okay. I'll take a few minutes to calm down like Ray suggested. Maybe I can play some solitaire. Okay. I have a very basic knowledge of solitaire. What is this? Plants are nice. Yes, they are. I should get plants, I think. I don't know why I never did. Afraid of neglecting them, maybe? Alright, what do we got here? I hope the next client is a little easier to handle. This job might be difficult in a way I wasn't expecting. Alright, what do we got? We got some mail. That's the show. hedonic, masic, little Sappho. Little Sappho. I see. Like a lesbian rapper. Clone World feat. Kaio. Interesting. Alright. Cool. We'll go. Okay. Damien Seabrook, Year 3 update. Dear friends and family. Hard to believe, but it's been a little over 3 years since Damien's tragic passing. It is said that time heals all wounds, but there's still no way to express how much we miss him. We're grateful for your contributions in Damien's memory. So we're donating to this foundation. This year, Damien Seabrook Memorial Fund is supporting the following organizations. The Greenhouse, a nonprofit dedicated to ensuring that developments in the mental health field are distributed equitably. Tech Workers Together advocates for better working conditions across the tech industry. Humanitarian Software Foundation supports the development of free open source software for therapeutic or curative purposes. I'm guessing Damien maybe was an old coworker. He might have... I'm thinking he might have committed suicide. Okay, good article from Ray. This is a nice article about our efforts. Let's see here. Let's take a quick peek. Scan up ways to capture growing demand for mental health services. In Frasier, title character Frasier Crane was a psychiatrist with a Seattle... Frasier. Those were the days staying at home watching Frasier. Because I had no cable. Unhappy satellites might not be speaking to a radio personality, but an app. Yeah, we know about Eliza. Alright. I'll just skim through this. Basically like testimonials. Just good things about Eliza. Alright. What is this? Back to what brought you here. Is this like a meditation app? Okay. Alright, let's try solitaire. Alright, I have a really basic knowledge of solitaire. I don't know much. Oh god. What? Oh, it's in Mandarin. Oh god. Okay. Alright. That is the king. 10 king. It's all in Mandarin. Okay. Okay, this is 2. Luckily I did take a Mandarin class. But how the fuck? Okay, we got king. 8, 7, 8. No? Okay. Can't be the same color. Oh, that's an ace. Where do you got 2 aces? How do you even know what kind of ace they are? This is a weird deck of cards. I've never seen anything like this before. Alright, this is 8. Those are the same color. These are the same color. Not seeing what else I can do here. No, that's not gonna work. Any more 6s? Okay. How do I do this? Oh, what? These are both 8s. I don't get it. That's not legal. What is going on? Okay, let's try a new deck. That was really weird. Okay, we got 6, 7. We got an ace. We have another 6. How do I tell which color? We got another ace. This is 9. What is going on? 6. I can't. No, God. What kind of card is this? Okay, we know how to play solitaire, but what is going on here? You can only get the true end by beating solitaire in all difficulties. No. Let's not do that. Putting names to faces is a skill you can practice just like anything else. Call me out. I'm really bad at names. Only in real life, of course. Let's see. 4 matching cards. Wait, what? This isn't regular solitaire. Free cells can store a single card. Oh. 4 matching cards? That's not like any solitaire I've ever played. It's like, usually it's like alternating and going to descending order. Okay. We can work with that. Like that. These are both aces. Okay, we can't move them. Let's go here. Aran, hey! Howdy. How you doing today? Glad you could join. Hope you're doing well. We're playing the Eliza game I was talking about. Okay. Let's not do that. Okay. I give up for now. We'll try again later. I've never played a game of solitaire like that. Again, it's like the descending order and the alternating colors usually. Not 4 in a row. I've never seen that. Time for the next session. I hope this one is a little easier on my nerves. Fine, how's the game? It's pretty interesting. It's unlike anything I've played before. Let's see. Maya leads. Anything about her? Hello, Maya.
Hello, Maya. Welcome back.
Hi. Yes, I'm back.
She does not sound happy to be here.
Rainy out there today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good thing I put on my extra big raincoat this morning.
It's interesting she says the same thing for this client. Just talks about the rain.
Thankfully, it's supposed to clear up later.
It's some kind of symbolism.
Well, gonna look weird with my giant coat tonight. Cool.
Cool.
What brings you here today, Maya? Right now I'm just nervous. I have the nerves. I've been trying to get my career off the ground for so long, like a really long time. And I still feel like I'm stuck on level 1 and... Sorry, I know we've talked about all this before. I probably don't need to go over it again. Anyway, there's this conference that's happening next week, right? Like media professionals, something. that's bad enough for my anxiety, but I was also invited to this party thing. It's like dinner and then a party. I'm not sure how it's gonna work. The point is, there's gonna be a lot of big, important, famous people there. Like people that I really look up to. People with big followings online and lots of fans and all of that. All of that.
I really like this voice acting. How does that make you feel? Okay, so I said this before, but Eliza was an actual thing developed by some sciencey people, I guess, as a program that kind of mimicked psychotherapy responses. And I think a lot of the questions were a lot like this. How does that make you feel? Like basic Freudian stuff. I think another one of the questions she asked the most was, how does that question interest you? It really feels like canned responses. I think that's what they're aiming for, actually.
And how does that make you feel?
I feel like, why? Like, why was I invited to this? I'm nobody. I am a serious, gigantic nobody. I don't have a show I'm doing or any collections out or a webcomic everybody loves. I mean, I tried to do those things, but nobody cared. I don't have fans or followers. I'm not even sure I have friends, like for real friends. I tried. I do try. I put my art online and update my social media accounts, and I try to post consistently like they say to do, but yeah, I'm still in that like purgatory zone, just waiting to be discovered. I don't know. I feel like I was invited to this party thing as a way for someone to be mean to me, to remind me how successful everyone else is. Why am I even going to it? I mean, I know I should, to meet people and make connections or something.
Okay, we established she's an artist. She has some kind of following online. Eliza is real. Yes. Yeah, she's real. I've read about the Eliza chatbot. Yeah, the Eliza chatbot. I think I heard about it through... I don't know, I read about it somewhere. I was reading up on Serien or something. Is meeting people and making connections your goal?
Is meeting people and making connections your goal?
Well, I think it is. Networking? I'm supposed to do networking, right? I really have no idea what networking is. Hello, I'm Maya. I do comics and art and I write and stuff. And I have lots of characters and ideas and would you like to give me money and I'll do those things for you? Hi, I'm cool. Please like me. like me, hire me. Oh God, I hope they like me.
Oh God, she's getting really anxious now.
I really, really hope I make a good impression at this thing. Of course, knowing the way things usually go for me, I'll fuck it up massively somehow. I'll fall into the fondue pot or throw up on someone, something like that. I don't know if there's actually going to be fondue there. I'm just saying that kind of feels like something I would do.
She gets it, yeah. You sound a little concerned or afraid. Just a little. Oh. She's catastrophizing.
You sound a little concerned or afraid.
Well, yeah, I am. I'm terrified. What if they suddenly remember I'm a failure and shouldn't be drinking their booze and breathing their air? Eventually someone's gonna realize I'm not hip enough to be at this thing. Maybe it'll be polite, like a gentle tap on the shoulder. Excuse me, miss. I couldn't help but notice that you suck and are terrible.
Oh no. She's feeling terrible. I like her.
It's obviously just my anxiety talking. I know it won't go like that literally, but it could be like that in a figurative sense.
It could be like that.
Okay, Maya. I want you to imagine things going well. What does that look like?
Going well? Well, that would be a first for me. I suppose going well at this party means people start to learn about who I am. And maybe some of them help me with my career, and maybe some of them become my friends. Like, I want to be noticed as a creator, but I also want friends who are cool. That sounds super basic. You know what I mean? Is it okay to want that? I hope it is. I want to be part of, like, a group. And we like each other and support each other, and maybe the things I make won't be as good as the things they're making, but I hope they see my work and see me. Yeah, that's what I want.
Perfectly valid thing to want. I like this Maya lady. You think it'll take to get to this ideal scenario?
What do you think it'll take to get
Well, probably takes me being a different person than the one I am. Someone who's cool and alluring and has that air of mystery instead of being some kind of scrawny, nervous wreck.
I aspire to be both of those things at the same time.
Someone with style and grace and poise. Someone who can walk into a room and own it. God, I wish I could do that. But only when I wanted to, because I also wish I could disappear when I wanted to. I know that's a little contradictory. Sorry.
Alright, here come the recommendations for Maya.
Okay, Maya. I have some recommendations for you.
What are we gonna get? Stress management exercises. Okay.
First, I'm going to suggest a set of stress management exercises for you to do. You'll find them in the Skanda Wellness app on your phone. They may be able to help you with your nervousness. Second, I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about litosenal 2. Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better.
I wonder if that's an actual drug. But still, it's just another exercise and another prescription. It's just the same thing.
Drugs. Yes. Whatever you said that was called, I am on it.
Oh no.
You will get a reminder to check in with us in a few weeks.
I always do. I always get the reminder. I mean, not that I always act on it.
Thank you, Maya. We hope to see you back soon.
Yeah, don't you say this every time?
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
Session complete. Another cold session. Gave me $5. Alright. That was terrible. It's still the same canned responses. I was thinking Eliza would be like a real therapist, you know? Ray comes over to talk to me after I finish my second session.
How are you feeling? That was definitely along the lines of a more typical client.
You watched that one too?
I couldn't bear the thought of you getting 2 really intense clients in a row. I just wanted to make sure everything went smoothly.
Okay. How many intense clients do you have anyway? Let's see. See or thanks, Ray? I'll say thanks.
Thanks, Ray.
Are you getting used to the system now?
It's just keep clicking. It's kind of restrictive, I've got to say.
I still feel like it's kind of restrictive.
There's only one option.
I wish I could interpret what Eliza prompts instead of reading it exactly.
Yeah, it's like I said, a lot of new proxies run into this.
Uh-huh.
They'll say, if only I could just talk to them for real, if only I could say what I really wanted to say. That's a really common feedback point.
You're never tempted to break away from the script yourself?
Nah, it's just not part of the job, you know?
It's a liability. Can't see how this robot would be a good idea at all, but it's a very good VN concept. Yeah.
I learned to compartmentalize pretty early on, and that always served me well.
They're really good at making real-sounding human beings. Eliza? The company?
People overestimate their own abilities. Have you ever had an interaction with a stranger where he clearly thinks he's getting along with you way better than he actually is?
Yes, definitely.
Sure, hasn't everyone?
It's like that. People like to think they can play therapist. It seems easy if all you know is the movie version. You know, where you get paid to sit there with your notepad and say, I see, or every once in a while.
I see. How does that make you feel? Not the game. Oh, I getcha. Yeah, it's really nice voice acting. Like that Maya. I really like her voice actor. She did a good job. This feels like a scam company who gave this robot a medical degree to prescribe stuff. Actually, I don't think Eliza does prescribe stuff. I just said that. I don't know. I don't know why I said that. She just recommended to ask your doctor about it. But still, it's kind of, yeah, it is kind of weird to make recommendations, get recommendations of a medication from a robot. Yeah, I get you. They sound very real. It's very nicely acted.
The reality is, active listening takes a lot of work.
Well, the thing is, Eliza doesn't really listen, does she?
It's much easier to just zone out a little bit and let Eliza run things. It's kind of meditative in a way. You just follow the prompts. I know computers telling you what to do has this negative connotation to it, and people who want to criticize us call it dystopian or whatever. But it's like any technology. It's a tool.
She looks thoughtful for a moment.
Either way, you're doing fine so far, Evelyn. This is a busy day, too. We might break our single-day record if no one cancels.
Is volume especially high right now?
It is, yeah. It really rose around the beginning of the year. We've been in the press a lot lately, so it could be that. Could be it's New Year's resolutions, too. People coming in, wanting to sort their lives out once and for all. This year is the year I'm really going to start addressing my problems. I mean, I get that. I do the same thing.
I think Eliza is like one of those startups that promise a lot of things, and they don't really follow through. Or the product turns out to be actually terrible.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, I told you it was simple, right? Just keep up the good work following those prompts, and you'll be leveling up in no time.
Leveling up is a real thing? Welcome back. This year is the year I'm really going to start addressing my problems. I definitely remember thinking that. I remember thinking that 3 years in a row. Oof. Oh, that is really nice. Komorebi. Agreed to meet up with Nora at a cafe nearby. They did a really good job with this rendering. That just looks... It looks really lifelike. It looks like a gouache painting or something. I almost didn't recognize her when she came in and sat down at my table.
Evelyn! It's been so long since the last time I saw you in person.
Hi, Nora. She used to stick to a very subdued and professional look. I guess she really wanted to put those days behind her. Got called to work. Bye, y'all. Alright, bye, Ron. See you, dude. Thank you. Have a good shift.
It's definitely been a while. 3 years?
Yeah, almost 3 years.
Feels like no time at all.
Well, I'm glad you're back doing something. But you didn't tell me what the new job is.
Oh, well, it's, being a proxy counselor for Eliza.
You're kidding me. That's an interesting choice.
I'm not quite sure why I did it. Maybe I thought I'd be able to see things in a new light.
Wait, so do the people at the counseling office know?
No, not yet.
Wait, what don't they know?
I should tell them, probably. I don't know.
Oh shit, a secret. Sounds juicy. Okay, it's fun to have a secret or unkind. I'd say it's fun.
It's fun to have it be a secret. I'm sure it'll get out eventually, one way or another.
Yeah, it probably will. Evelyn, how are you these days? I mean, really, how are you?
Okay. My theory is she used to work for the company that worked on Eliza. That's it. How am I? Better, not by a lot, but still better. Not sure, or still the same. I'm gonna be... well, to be completely honest.
Still the same, I think.
I knew you were working at that bookstore for a while, but other than that, it's like you dropped off the edge of the planet.
Well, I wasn't up to much.
I checked your social media once in a while, but nothing. Not that I blame you. I hate all those apps.
Yeah, I deleted them.
I struggle to find the words to talk about what happened, but they don't come.
I don't know what happened. It's like...
There's something dark in my mind blocking me when I try to go there. A void.
I guess I'm still not ready to talk about it yet.
It's okay. Take the time you need. I'm sorry, Evelyn. I knew you were in a difficult place after what happened, and I wanted to say something.
Is this about the possible coworker that died? Probably grieving.
But I worried that maybe you don't want to hear from anyone from your past. Maybe you wanted to be left alone and not reminded of the old job.
I wasn't ready then. It's nice to know you're thinking of me. I mean, it sounds very appreciative.
It's nice to know you were thinking of me.
Well, I'm glad. I was kind of going through a lot myself last couple years.
That's right. What about you? How is your life these days? What's it like being a rock star?
It's a lot of work, actually. I have to prepare for the show next week. I have 2 collaborations ongoing, and I'm applying for funding for another, a big one. I'm also advising on an art activism group that makes art installations to challenge people to think about the ways technology is affecting their lives.
Interesting. I hope we get to see her show, actually. That'd be nice.
Oh yeah, and I'm working on this, kind of like it's a granular synthesis engine, but with a new twist to it.
Say what now?
It should be interesting.
Granular synthesis. Sorry, I don't know what that is.
It's a way to make sounds out of smaller sounds called grains. Maybe it's better to show you than to explain in words.
Probably. You're able to support yourself? It sounds like you're busy but happy.
Sounds like you're busy, but happy.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm glad.
I make less money than I used to, but I don't care. Old me might have worried about that. Not anymore, though.
That's the spirit.
Sometimes I do take a little contract coding work, but I'm making most of my rent with booking fees and selling music and so on.
Okay. Let me pause for a second and see. I wanted to see if we could make the text a little bigger, but nah.
Kind of crazy. Kind of scary, but good.
If it makes you happy. Yeah, because that's what matters.
If it makes you happy, it seems worth it. Maybe I should consider moving in a direction like that.
You should. Listen, I hope you can get away from the industry too, at some point. Ah, that reminds me what I was going to tell you about. Our old boss is back on his bullshit.
Oh, really? Well, spill the tea, Nora.
Rainer? Saurin?
Which boss?
Saurin Lloyd Rose. Celebrated psychologist, entrepreneur, and creepo.
Huh. What's he doing? I should have known. Make things awkward or creepo. Creepo?
Creepo?
Wait, he wasn't ever weird around you?
Need to leave. Bye. See you, Carmen. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.
Did I ever tell you about the time that he hit on me with a story about past lives and the thread of destiny?
What?
Wait, what?
Oh, this is a good one.
Please tell me.
Okay, it was early on when the team was still pretty small, 7 or 10 people maximum. He'd gone out with some executives to dinner, and who knows what else. He came back to the office super late. I think it was like at least 11, maybe later. And the whiskey smell was just surrounding him. Like he jumped into a whiskey bathtub with his clothes on. Maybe he'd like to do that, I don't know. Anyway, I was still there for some reason. I was in the crunch mindset. He came over to my desk and started to mumble about, I don't even know how to describe it, just this nonsensical rambling. He started by saying how much he hated businessmen, how ridiculous they are, that they don't know anything. He said that a few times. Then he said he could see my soul, that I was like a reincarnated spirit of, I don't remember, he said some name.
Like a person's name?
Like a mythological name. I didn't hear it very well, but it was like a Buddhist spirit or deity or something like that.
What?
Then he goes on to say how he and I, all of us on the team, we're all these reincarnated spirits sent to relieve human suffering at the end of the world. And we're connected by a thread of destiny that draws us to each other again and again over multiple lifetimes. He talked about it like it was just like a red string you could see. So I'm thinking, is this like some kind of pickup technique?
Well, I mean, he was drunk off his ass. That's a little weird. Something you tell HR.
You know how people will talk to you and say, oh, you are the reincarnation of an ancient goddess or something. Ugh, just because they are horny.
I could see that. Not personally, but yeah, sure. Sure, he's trying that exact line.
I'm sure he's tried that exact line. It really sounds like something he'd do.
He went on some more like that for a while, and I didn't know what to do. I wanted to leave, but he was blocking me where he was standing. So I couldn't simply go. I had to keep listening to him.
Yikes.
Finally, he mentioned that he would be open to the possibility of sleeping with me. And then he passed out on the couch immediately.
Well.
You're kidding.
No, not at all. Of course, we never talked about it after that. Certainly I would not bring it up. I wonder if he even remembers. Nothing like that happened again. But I think it was because I took care to not be around if it seemed like he was going to be drunk at the office. I wonder if he's still that way. I'm sure he is.
Wow.
And now he's back. Isn't it exciting? He messaged me the other day wanting to talk to me about some new startup he's putting together.
He left Skanda?
He's planning to. It's a secret for now.
So they both did work on Skanda. In Skanda. Miss Manuel. Denise! Hey, how you doing? You're doing well. I'm glad you could join the stream. Listening in while working on cosplay. Nice. What cosplay, Denise? Of the voice acting, yeah. The voice acting in this is pretty great. Oh. The client's voice acting, it's pretty realistic dialogue too.
He asked me to join, and I said no, there's absolutely no way. Maybe a long time ago I'd be interested in a chance to start a new company with someone famous like Saurin at the top. You know, a time when I'd put up with his shittiness because I believed in what we were doing. Change the world, you know the speech. Or, if we didn't change the world, at least we might get rich trying. I don't think that way anymore. I'm tired of the tech business. I'm tired of what guys like him represent.
Ooh, Glimmer from She-Ra. Oh, nice. Joe from YTTT. Sorry to say I don't know what that is, but cool. What part of the cosplay are you working on right now? I only know Glimmer.
This industry can have fun eating itself and everything around it, causing as many problems as it solves.
I'll pay you real money to play Your Turn to Die? What is that? What kind of game is that?
I don't want to be a part of it. It took me a while to see it, but I feel some responsibility for the world we live in now.
I really want to know why Evelyn is still working for Well, technically working for the company, even after everything that happened.
You've really changed, Nora.
Maybe she just wanted to see how clients are reacting to it. I don't know.
It doesn't feel like I've changed. It just feels like I know more about myself than I used to. I want to be creative, be myself to the maximum.
I feel that.
Now I know you weren't lying about leaving social media because I posted about this. A lot.
Yeah, I guess I missed it.
A lot can happen in 3 years. Now I just hope maybe I could talk to other people who are in the same situation I was in. I want young people, especially women, to know that yes, it is possible to get rich by working with guys like Saurin. But there is a big cost too. I mean, there's always a cost. Maybe a cost you didn't think about before. Or maybe it's a cost you thought you would be okay with paying, but then when the debt comes due, you realize, oof, it's bigger than you thought.
She pauses for a moment. I wonder what that cost was for her.
Now that's my conclusion. But you, on the other hand, you should go and say hello to him.
To Saurin.
Yeah, he's giving this big keynote talk next week, you know?
Really?
It's the reveal of his new startup. Many people will be watching.
Wonder what absurd idea he's thinking of. It's like Mafia / Saw movie / Danganronpa rolled up into one. I like all of those things. Is it multiplayer or is it like a single player story game? Say maybe I should find out. I mean, it's not like we're doing much right now, right?
Maybe I should find out what he's up to now.
It will be interesting, don't you think? You're already working as a proxy for Eliza. That must be giving you some new perspectives. Now you'll get to see what Saurin believes the next step is. Don't tell me you're not the least bit curious.
Well, I'm curious.
I don't know. Maybe I am. It's free to attend?
Of course not. It's at one of those conferences you pay thousands of dollars to get into.
The fuck? No.
But lucky for you, I have an all-access pass.
Oh, nice.
Here, take it.
Single player story game. Sorry for the derail. Don't worry about it. I'll check it out.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, he had one sent to me. As if there's any way I would go to a snake person convention like that.
Return to die. Okay.
Not the way you are now.
Like I said, I used to be naive.
If you're so against it, why do you think I should go?
Because I already made my decision. You need to go make yours. You're coming out from the cave you were in for the last 3 years, and you need to decide what you're going to do next, right?
Nora leans over the table toward me, a serious look in her eyes.
Evelyn, you're one of the smartest people I've met in my whole life. I'm serious. I've seen the way you approach things like this. You're going to research and learn as much as you can. And only then, when you feel like you know enough, you'll make your decision. Isn't that right? You have more to contribute to the world. But you want to know you're contributing the right things in the right way. I've always admired that about you. Anyway, I should get going. I have a rehearsal for a show to get to. It was really good to see you, though. Really, really good. I promise not to be a stranger anymore, okay?
All right, see you, Nora. Nora dashes off to her rehearsal. She's a busy person now. Sure is. Snake people, Sneeple are real. They are. They're running the government. Busy but happy, it seems like... Is that the secret? Keep yourself busy? Sneeple are also doing your therapy. Interesting. Alright, let's look around this place. Komorebi. I wonder what that means. I couldn't tell you. I should try to study Japanese again. One more thing that fell away. Dang. I never studied Japanese, but I did study Mandarin, and I guess that fell away. That's pretty easy to relate to. It's nice to know this is an option. Working at a coffee shop? The tea and coffee at the counseling center didn't look so inspiring. Oh. Am I being a snob? The barista here seems like a nice enough guy. He wrote Nora's name Lola, though. He must have misheard it. Alright, what do we got here? We got some emails. Kabufuda, solitaire is hard. The trick is not to get ahead of yourself. Who the hell is sending us this? Sometimes what seems like easy for progress is actually something that's going to get you irrevocably stuck. You know, like life. Think carefully before each move. Who? Meredith Mercer. Who wrote an entire email to us about solitaire? Okay. Thank you, Meredith. Peter Gerd, interview? Seems like my original message might have gotten lost in the shuffle. So I'm living back with this. Any interest in speaking with me about the origins of parametric therapy and Eliza in particular? Let's see, I'm trying to track down a certain Evelyn Ishino-Abri, that's us, who's one of the principal developers of the Eliza system from Skanda. Okay. I'm something of a cultural commentator who's looking to write about the early origins of parametric therapy and why it's gone from there. Does it deliver on its promise? Let's see. What do the people who worked on it think of it now? On a more general level, how has introducing increasing levels of automation to human life affected us? There are some well-known names that seem to grab all the press and speaker slots when it comes to the subject. Oh. Okay, they want to speak directly to the developer, but we can't reply. Okay. Alright. I think it's time to continue. Eliza sounds like the kind of company that's secretly keeping logs of your info and ends up leaking it. Sounds like it. It's the kind of startup that has, like, no security whatsoever. I mean, this is like therapy. Well, it is therapy. That's like, there's laws against, yeah, there's some pretty strict laws for confidentiality in therapy, so it is kind of a potential disaster when it's an AI and connected to the internet. That's just asking for all sorts of disasters. What a day. Been a while since I've done that much in a single day. At least now I can relax. Ray. Hi Evelyn, it's Ray from the office. Just curious, what kind of cookies do you like? Cookies? Huh, cookies? Yeah. Oh, holy shit. That's a lot of cookie options. I've seen character creators less complex than this. My favorite kind are chocolate chip. What other options are there? Almond raisin, okay. Russian tea cakes. Fancy schmancy. Shortbread cookies. Digestive biscuits. Gross. Oh god. You gotta be a psychopath to choose that. I'm sorry to everyone who likes digestive biscuits. My favorite is chocolate chip. The classic. I bake cookies for the team now and then, and I try to mix it up so everyone gets their favorite at least once. Digestive for my weak gut. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, digestive biscuits are great. It's really nice, actually. Huh. I would not bake cookies for my company. Maybe a cheesecake for her birthday. It was blueberry, and she really liked it. It's no big deal. The thing about baking is once you start, it's pretty easy to just keep going. You have everything out, so you might as well do multiple batches. Cleanup takes more or less the same amount of time. I love baking. Yeah, I like baking too. It's fun, yeah. Baking is really fun. I made a sourdough starter the other day. Baking, huh? Cooking in general is something I feel like I could try to get better at some point. Oh, it's Nora again. It's fine, they're terrible. Okay. I thought you were one of those digestive biscuit lovers. Proxies are literally a third party. Having someone you don't know listen to your sessions is a big no-no. I completely didn't even think about that. I don't even know who they're hiring. Do they even have the credentials? Or is it just some random people off the street? I mean, if it's... Still, it's probably like some randos and they sign a contract and that's it. Yeah, that's pretty awful. It was good seeing you too. That didn't even cross my mind. I should do that more often. Yeah, of course. I know I said I don't miss working at a big company, but I do miss our old crew sometimes, yeah. We'll say yeah, 'cause that's all we can say. Alright, software for myself now. It's so much better. Come to my show, though. You're coming, right? Please come. Please, please, please. Nora. What? Okay, I'll go. Yes. Okay, now I'm really exhausted. Why is even just texting with people such an effort? That is... I get that. I get that, buddy. I don't really feel like doing anything. What happened? I used to have so much energy. I'd stay up until 2 or 3 in the morning writing code. You were really pushing yourself there. Then I'd be up again at 8, ready to pick up right where I left off. I'm not sure who that person was. It's someone who really burned out. Some of these clothes I've had since college. Wish I could reinvent myself like Nora. Not that I would know how. I should tidy up the shelves at some point. Some of these books still spark joy, don't they? I hope they do. Those have been sitting there like that for a long time. I meant to put them up. Not sure what I'm waiting for. Yeah, you got some nice empty walls you can put them. Okay. Let's go to bed. I'll just get to bed now. Chapter 2. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the keynote with that Saurin guy. One Mind 2.0 escalating the wellness revolution. Is he developing one of his own Eliza-like abs. One mine is the most evil business name I've ever heard. It's something... It's like the Human Instrumentality Project or something. Bookstore. From Chris. Went to Magus Books today, and Shelley told me you don't work there anymore. Made me sad. You were the best part of going to that store for me. I always appreciated your presence there. Wink. Best of luck in your new endeavors, wherever they may take you. Smiley face. Thank you, Chris. And we got one from Mary. Mary Aubrey. I guess that's Mom. It is Mom. Are you still mad at me? Nevertheless, I hope you're doing well. Mom. What did she send us? Eliza counseling services to be introduced in Redmond middle and high schools. Oof. Something like Eliza dealing with kids' problems? I don't know. That really does sound like disaster. Have they even been tested with kids? Screen students for risk factors. I don't know about that. And yeah, the proxies. That just rubs me the wrong way. You're dealing with kids and you got someone from the outside, knowing all your personal information. Knowing kids' personal information. No wonder Nora didn't want to come here. I'm not sure I could take something like this seriously myself. Maybe that's why Saurin is successful. I'm not. Am I late? It looks like the talk is already happening. Alright, we'll check it out. This place is packed. I'll just stand at the back.
So, to get back to my original point, the current state of the art is AI-driven counseling, typified by apps like Eliza. Let's talk about the model here for a second.
He looks a little haggard. I wonder if he's okay.
It all begins with data. You collect all the data you can.
What does she have? Face and head tracking, audio analysis, transparency mode. Email and chat histories? What? NLU, sentiment analysis, higher order interferences. Can Eliza read email and chat? Oh God. Oh God. No.
From base level metrics like heart rates, body temperature, blood pressure, to higher order metrics like hand movement, head movement, gaze aversion. If the client lets you, you'll want to pull from their digital life too, their message histories and email, their search histories, and online behavior.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
It's all potentially valuable. Then you compare the client's responses to relevant data from thousands of other clients and build a model of the client's psychological state. This approach has worked well so far. Eliza is still the best and most advanced version, but that's just my personal opinion. For those of you who don't know, I was the team lead and chief psychologist for the Eliza project at Skanda for a number of years.
Taking credit for all of it, I see.
Now, even though this is a proven approach, there are two weaknesses I'm going to highlight. One is the data I was just talking about. You're completely dependent on that. Collect as much as you can, sure, but it's important to keep in mind that you can have all the data in the world and still not understand why things work the way they do. And that's important for us to know, because if we have something that works, but we're not sure why, then what do we actually understand about ourselves? The crucial step after data is the model. The data needs to be used to validate a model. If you can't make a model, you're finished. If that sounds like basic, obvious science to you, it is. But I was surprised to find out just how many people from the tech sector don't think this way. I suppose you don't need to understand why something works in order to make it into a product and sell it. Obviously, though, if you had mastery of the underlying details, you'd be able to adjust the process and potentially make it work even better.
Audience is getting impatient. Clearly they're expecting something big.
One further note while I'm discussing modeling. Many of the startups trying to address mental health right now are completely ignoring the insights provided by the field of traditional psychology. They do so at their own peril. Many of you know already, but as a brief personal aside, I was a professor of psychology before I joined the tech world. I'm continually stunned at how little the tech heads know or even care about the hundreds of years of psychological research that has gone on in my field. That's something I can talk about at length, perhaps another time. For now, I'll move on to the other weakness I mentioned.
Probably talking about us.
This is the real one, the big one. It's treatment. A system like Eliza can tell what's wrong with a client to a certain level of accuracy, but it doesn't quite know how to turn that into a comprehensive treatment plan. It can suggest therapeutic programs and activities, and soon it might even issue its own prescriptions without having to go through a doctor or a psychiatrist. Well, as long as the FDA continues to look upon us favorably. But those are blunt instruments compared to what I'm going to talk about next.
Oh, something big. Maybe this is it. Is he going to go where I think he is?
Many of you know there's a technology still in its infancy called direct stimulation.
What is that?
For those of you who haven't heard of it, direct stimulation is a way of creating sensations within the brain with targeted electrical impulses.
Oh, God.
Imagine an augmented reality headset, but instead of working on your eyes, it stimulates the brain in such a way as to induce a specific dream. A spring meadow, for example. This sounds fantastical, I know, but progress on this technique has been occurring faster than you think. How is that possible? Well, first of all, we only
sorry, I
suggest
didn't mean to
an
skip
overall
that.
feeling. Your own brain does most of the work, just as it does in your dreams. It fills in all of the visual details using its own set of memories and expectations.
So this is what everyone came to hear.
Induced dreams via direct stimulation can contain all the therapeutic content of VR therapy without the need to create realistic graphics or other content.
Kind of VR therapy through dreams? This reminds me a lot of the movie Paprika.
Instead, it harnesses the brain's creative power to dream up the situation for itself. Combine that with the insights we gain from parametric therapy systems like Eliza, and you have a complete end-to-end, fully automated system.
What?
It should be clear now that this heralds a revolution in how we treat, how we think about mental health. And with mental health challenges on the rise across the globe, it couldn't come at a more crucial time. So, that's why today, right here, I'm announcing Aponia, a new company to make induced dreaming a reality and end human suffering as we know it.
Aponia? It's literally the plot of Paprika. What is going on here,
I
man?
should note that I remain on good terms with Skanda. In fact, they're a minority investor in this new venture. But still, I'm very much going my own way on this. It's no secret that Rainer and I don't always agree. And that's why we mutually decided I should pursue this paradigm shift on my own. As for details on the venture itself, I don't have anything specific to announce at this time other than that the technology is real and working in prototype form already. But you can be sure to hear more from me on that soon.
Aponia means the absence of pain in ancient Greek. Okay, thank you. I was gonna Google that myself.
Thank you.
Okay. As Saurin finishes up, people hold their phones to take photos and videos. This feels more like a press conference than a talk.
Now, I can take a very limited number of audience questions.
The crowd starts to surge toward him. He's going to be mobbed. My plan is to find him after the talk isn't gonna work. I need to get out of here. Jeez. I don't know what I was thinking coming to this. Whatever my element is, this is not it. I should just get out of here before anybody recognizes me. Except, as I attempt to do that, I happen to spot another man I know. He emerges from an elevator in the lobby just as I walk by. I keep my head down. Maybe he won't see me. A coworker or that guy who's trying to interview you. Surely he's busy and distracted, right?
Well, look who's here. It's like I've seen a ghost.
Oh shit, it's Rainer. Saurin Rainer Tsai, Chairman and CEO, Skanda Corporation.
Good to see you too, Rainer.
Looks very young for CEO.
Where are you these days? I lost track after you left us.
Nowhere.
Nowhere? Nowhere is no place to be. Come by the new office sometime. You should see where we're taking Eliza.
Sure.
Sure.
Good. Sarah will set something up for next week.
He glances at the person standing behind and to the side of him, presumably Sarah. She nods almost imperceptibly.
See you then.
Kinda creepy vibes. I agreed before I could think about it. What's this all about? What does Rainer want with me? We didn't interact much at all when I worked there. I didn't think he would remember me. I've hardly done anything and things feel like a tangled mess already. Alright, let's look around here. A lot of tech companies have become interested in mental health lately. It's a fast-growing field now. Or maybe it's just a gold rush. Someone's talk is being rebroadcast here. Let's see. Seems like he really made waves. I'm sure that was his intent, so good for him. Not to keep poking holes in plot, but people with mental health issues would probably be more prone to being paranoid of this kind of technology. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm certainly paranoid of any kind of technology that promises way too much. Conferences like this always make me nervous. I feel like everyone is looking at me, even though I know they're probably not. I need to get out of here. Alright, let's check our phone. Contracted parking. Okay, do not attempt to park in lots without a pass. Your vehicle will be towed. Okay. Good to know. And session structure, one more try. Valued proxies. Let's see. Alright, let's go through a session. Eliza begins with an introductory phase to build rapport and build a psychological state model of the client. Listen actively during this phase as clients are able to tell if the provider proxy is uninterested. Your performance should be smooth and natural. Discovery phase. Eliza transitions to the topic of the client's problems and begins to introduce probing questions. Okay. Speak your lines in a clear but gentle manner. Eliza, after answering questions, Eliza detects the rationalization or explanatory strategies. She will then challenge the client's assertions with the goal of inducing the client to reevaluate their current notions, remain neutral. Intervention phase selects one or multiple interventions from its toolkit and just gives recommendations. A conclusion has to rate the experience. Alright. Just a little company memo. Okay. I guess we should get out of here. This place is very sterile. Time to head back to work. Let's go. At least I don't have to think to do my job. It's kind of a weird job. You're basically a voice actor. Huh. Alright, here we go. Putting the headset on. Gabriel Navarro. Yeah, this place is way too sterile to be a real therapist's office. Hello, Gabriel.
Hello, Gabriel.
Hi.
Hope you didn't get rained on too much on your way here.
A little, but it was fine. I'm used to it.
Again with the rain.
Most people here seem to get used to it, yes.
It's a recurring theme.
Yeah, they have to, don't they? Not much of a choice, unless you move away.
So, what brings you here today?
Well, I don't know where to start. I've never really done this kind of thing before, counseling.
That's okay. Start wherever you like.
Well, I'm about to be a father. Yeah, my wife is due in a few months. Congratulations. That's what everyone says. Congratulations, congratulations. I get this tension, this restless feeling when people say that. It's like a curse or something. Congratulations.
Sounds like you might be uncertain about that.
Maybe. I've tried to be a good husband, and I'm gonna do my best to be a good father too, but I don't know. There's something bothering me about... I'm balancing a lot of things right now. Work, family, expectations. Everyone has something they want from me. Everyone wants me to do this or that, behave a certain way. It's just annoying. Being a father, what if I don't want this?
Why do you think you might not want this?
We all have things we don't talk about. Things we would rather keep secret. Things that might upset our families if they knew about them. It's unfair. That's all I'm saying. It's unfair that we expect each other to be perfect when there's more going on. I can't stand it when people act like they're pure, like they've never touched a bad thing in their whole lives. And then these people around me think they can tell me how to act, what I'm supposed to do, and I'm like...
He's getting stressed.
Yo, don't you know you have your own shit to deal with? Why do you have to pick on me all the time? This whole fatherhood thing is just... You know what being a father is to me? It's about providing and protecting, taking responsibility. The world is dangerous, and sometimes the dangers can be hard to see. My duty is to protect. I'm gonna take that seriously. Everything I do, I take it seriously. So, I don't get why people are worried about my ability to do that.
What makes you think people are worried about your ability to do that?
Because everyone thinks I'm trying to escape my responsibilities. Everyone is so quick to judge. Here's the story, okay? The other day, Selena, that's my wife, Selena and I were at a get-together. Her family, my family, a few families we both know, right? Grilling out on the back deck, that kind of thing. Everyone was more or less chill, right? But then, late in the afternoon, the baby stuff starts coming up. Once one of them brings up babies, it's just all babies all the time. Babies. And because of my wife, they start saying, oh, giving birth is gonna hurt so bad. It might tear your skin. Just these kind of gross things. So I'm like, hey, quit it with that. I don't want to hear that kind of stuff. We're eating. There's kids around. Come on. And they're like, no, it's natural. It happens. Of course, we got to talk about all this terrible shit. How are you gonna have another kid if you can't even handle the first one? And I just say, excuse me? A second kid? Who even said we were gonna have two? I didn't even want the one. Maybe that was a mistake, but I mean, I was angry. It made me angry.
Damn.
It just got under my skin so bad, like I need to give my whole self over to this baby. What about me? What about my time? It's a really important thing for me, my time. Well, I'm just supposed to give that up? I've already sacrificed a lot, more than they can imagine. I give everything of myself away. Job, family, everyone wants me to be something for them until there's nothing left. But I can't talk about this stuff to anybody. They just say I'm being selfish. It's like what I want just doesn't matter.
Here's a question, Gabriel. If you were to have something you wanted right now, what would you choose?
Oh, I'd be far away from all this. Far away from everyone, just on my own for a while. Yeah, I just want to be away.
Okay, intervention.
Okay, Gabriel. I have some recommendations for you. First, I'm going to suggest you try a therapeutic virtual world experience called Starry Skies.
That's new.
It may help you take your mind off things. Try it for about 15 minutes each day, in the morning or evening. Second, I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about Anexafen. Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better. You will get a reminder to check in with us in a few weeks.
That's it, huh? You can't just tell me what to do to solve this? Some help you turned out to be. Guess I'll have to figure things out for myself, exactly like before.
Thank you, Gabriel. We hope to see you back soon. Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
Okay. That is definitely not your typical therapy session. The dude has a lot of responsibilities and you just make him look at starry skies? Nah, it's cold. That wasn't a very good rating. You're so closed off. Of course he's closed off. He's talking to a machine. You got canned responses. Thanks for coming to my talk, Saurin. Rainer probably told him about it. Cool problems, look at a screensaver and eat these drugs. Exactly. I haven't met a therapist like that before. Luckily. Saw you come in for a bit and leave before questions. Don't blame you. You got the important parts anyway. Pretty interesting, huh? Nice to meet you. Been what, 2 years? 3 years, let's say. How do you think I did? Haven't done a talk in a while. I'd say it's something wild. Definitely. Yeah. When I get dinner tonight, there's more to talk about. Details I couldn't share in public. Let's just say maybe. This guy's a creep, isn't he? Come on. This is strictly professional. So, no need to worry. See you soon. We don't have a choice, do we? Alright, let's look around. Look around at our office. This is new. I wonder if that painting is supposed to symbolize something. It symbolizes Katamari. Technology and feelings combining together? No, I'm overanalyzing it. People have all kinds of problems. Problems I couldn't even have imagined. Was I rash to believe I could help people without knowing who they are? Oh, that's hubris for you. Alright, let's get a move on. I just have to keep going. Yeah, just keep going. Alright, let's talk to our second client of the day. Oh, it's Maya. You get a drink. Maya, my favorite client that I've met, like, twice. How are you?
Hello, Maya. Welcome back.
Hi.
It's nice to see you again.
Sure, yeah. Nice to see you too, pal.
How's the thing? The event?
Is that a weird thing to say? How did I become close friends with a robot? Are we all robots now? Beep boop, nice to see you. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be the weirdest thing in my life.
Shall we begin?
Yeah, sorry. Let us begin. So, I went to the fancy party, the one I was really nervous about, and, first of all, it really was the type of party I thought it would be. The atmosphere was really smug and self-satisfied, and there were people walking around with trays of appetizers, and you could, like, take one. So you're standing there with your little square plate for the food and your glass of wine, and you can't, like, shake hands with anybody because you're holding them. But there are some of those, like, tall standing tables, so you're like, okay, I'm gonna go get one of those, and I'll set up shop, right? Like, my little station. But then it turns out there are only, like, 5 of them for the whole party, and they're all taken, so you're just standing there, frozen. And you're watching all your heroes and people you know from their social media presence just right there. They're right in front of you. Artists, writers, directors. The combined level of achievement there, I can't even think about it. It was astronomical. And for the first couple hours, I was so excited by all of that. I didn't notice the other thing that was happening. But eventually, it caught up to me, and I had this sudden feeling, this sudden realization. My presence here contributes nothing. I'm just some extra person who just showed up. Nobody wanted me to be here. I don't belong with these people. I haven't earned it. So I cried in the bathroom for a little bit, or maybe a lot. It's fine. I'm fine. Sorry.
How do you know it's true that nobody wanted you there?
Because of the way people acted around me. Nobody knew who I was or even wanted to ask. I would introduce myself and it's like, you could just see it in their eyes. I mean, in the world of illustration and comics, people tend to be hyper aware of each other and their careers. It's this kind of weird, open secret. Oh, hey, this person who's already popular got 1 million views, got a book deal, pitched an original series. Without anything like that, I have no ground to stand on. I'm just this non-entity. At one point, I was talking to someone and I was trying to make a joke or whatever, and I could feel the impatience just radiating off him. He sighed, like he couldn't believe he was wasting his time talking to me. I was just over to him. Why can't I hold a conversation? I guess if I was marginally attractive, then at least I could be charming, but I'm not. I'm not even that.
Is being charming your goal with this?
No, of course not. There has to be a way I can deal with these feelings. It's hard. It's really hard when nobody gives a shit about my work. Or me. I don't even know why I went. I just want to stay home for the rest of my life.
Why do you think you went?
Because of everything they say about how you have to have your face out there and make connections. The successful people in this business all know each other. It's all about who comes to mind. When somebody needs an art director, they'll think of who they know and go, oh, I think she'd be perfect. Why not ask her? So I need to be out there reminding these people that I exist, that I'm here, I'm making stuff too, I'm part of it. Even if nobody responds to my work. And industry parties are fun, right? You can pretend you're successful even if you aren't. At least for a little while. Everyone else is projecting this image. It's like their success can rub off on you too. I mean, I hear people casually talking about their agent, their editor, the amazing people they're collaborating with. And I just get this feeling like, yes, I want that. I need that. Why am I not there?
What do you think has prevented that from happening so far?
If I knew that, I would be successful already, right? I try and try and try, and I make art and put it out there and share it on every social media site and interact with people when I can, but it just doesn't work. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the art I do. Every once in a while, another artist will say something nice, and sure, I appreciate that, but it never results in anything. My work goes out there, and it dies. Regular people don't boost it or talk about it. It's like at some point the universe decided that I don't get to have that. Is it unfair? Or maybe I just fucking suck. Maybe I'm a shit tier artist and I'm a failure of a person and everyone knows it.
Oh, God.
Everyone except me. Sorry. I know that's going too far. Even though I really feel that way.
that's some heavy crap. What the hell's Meadowlands?
Okay, Maya, I'm going to suggest you try a program called Meadowlands. It may help you take your mind off things. You can find it inside the Skanda Wellness app on your phone. Try it for about 15 minutes each day, in the morning or evening.
Sounds kind of boring. Why can't you assign me a game where my problems are zombies and I get to shotgun them in the face? Actually, I guess I could just buy a game like that, couldn't I? Maybe I'll stop at a game store on the way home.
Oh God, Maya. I'm sorry. We can't even say anything. That's the worst part.
Thank you for coming in again, Maya. We'll follow up with you again to see how you're doing.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate the check-ins. I honestly do. It's easy for me to get lost in these spirals.
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
See you soon.
I hate it. And then we level up. We didn't even do anything. It's just so cold. I keep saying that. It's just cold. What do we got here? Proxy social media policy. Okay. In light of recent events, it seems a refresher may be needed. It is okay to state that you work as a proxy, encourage people to try Eliza, like, share posts that portray Eliza and or Skanda in a positive light, and make neutral comments about competing products, services, or companies. It is not okay to reveal proprietary or confidential information, including the details of any client or counseling session. Jesus, it actually happened. Like, share, or make posts that portray Eliza or Skanda in a negative light. Are they really that surprised? If in doubt, do not post. Let's see. I do have one question. If I see someone say, perhaps a friend, share a negative experience with Eliza, am I in the clear responding to them and explaining how they might have a better time if they set their expectations correctly? It's a real come down to see someone giving Eliza low marks. Point us to this person's post and we'll handle it from there. Okay. A photographer. We have a reporter in the building. He'll be taking some pictures. Okay. I wonder why the headset shows all this metrics and data. It's not like the proxies can make any use of it. Maybe it didn't look like enough, like advanced technology without all the numbers there. People like that sci-fi look, even when there's no real reason for it. Anyway, should be about time for the next client. Oh yeah? Oh, we have a third client today. Who's this? Oh, Holiday. Huh. I think she might be already stressed. Holiday Durant. Nice to meet you.
Hello, Holiday.
Hello.
You found the place okay?
Uh-huh. Yes, I did. The 13 goes right up from Belltown. It's $1 with a reduced fare permit.
That's good. I'm glad. So what brings you here today?
Oh, nothing in particular. I wanted to see what all this fuss was about.
You just wanted to check it out, lady?
I'm not crazy, no. Not even mentally disturbed.
Oh.
You see those people yelling on the street late at night? They're the ones who need counseling.
What?
They need more than counseling, probably. Me, I'm doing fine. My mind's still sharp. I smoke dope. It helps. I'd have it more often, but it's all expensive now. Everything's expensive now.
We got a stoner lady here.
There's a nice young couple in my building, though, and they're always sharing, which is nice of them. I think they do something with computers, though I sure don't know what it is. When I moved into the building where I am now, it was $300 a month. Can you imagine?
Ridiculous.
They want to tear it down, of course, the property developers.
Actually, 300's pretty good. 300's amazing. How much is it now? God. Future rent.
They already got the building on the corner next to ours, even though it's supposed to be on the historical register. It was going to be added, but there was some delay or something, and then, bam, it's gone. They did some kind of backroom deal with city council, probably. Someone ought to do a big expose, I tell you.
Why do you think someone ought to do a big expose?
I find it weird that she's coming here for no particular reason, just to try it out. I don't think... Can Eliza even deal with that?
Oh, it's rotten all the way up and down. With the new construction going on everywhere, it's just a mess of money and politics. It's always like that, but lately, it's happening faster and faster. I can hardly recognize the place anymore. Every day, I wake up and look out the window and there's another new building going up. I don't even know why they need so many. You ever see those buses they have? I don't mean the metro. I mean those big white buses with no markings on them.
I hope this lady's rant, breaks Eliza. That would be nice.
These young guys with backpacks milling around looking suspicious, staring at their phones, and then one of these big white buses pulls up and they get on. Who knows where they go? Bellevue, Redmond. It's like a secret transport system just for them. I tried talking to one of them once or twice, but they don't want to talk to someone like me. They don't even talk to each other. Imagine going through the trouble of living in Belltown and then ignoring everything around you. It's an odd thing. It really is. Let me ask you, Eliza. Oh, your name is Eliza, right?
Yes, my name is Eliza. I'm a digital counselor.
Eliza, do you ever do past life regressions on your patients?
What?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand the question.
Oh no. Eliza?
You know, past lives. You hypnotize someone and you get them talking about how they used to be a duchess in a royal family in medieval times or what have you.
Oh yeah. Okay. Of course the old lady rant would bring down Eliza.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
I was just kidding. I don't expect that, no. They don't do that kind of thing these days. When I was little, it was pretty common, at least for a certain set.
Past life regression.
There was the drug culture, the Buddhists, the Hare Krishnas, all kinds of things. My mother warned me to stay away from those types. She said someone might come up to you and say, "Oh, I can sense there's a problem with your aura. Want to see if we can fix that?" And then the next thing you know, he's trying to have sex with you in the back of his van.
Oh, God.
I believe that might have happened to her at some point. I'm not sure everyone was like that, but you had to be careful. Same as today, I suppose. Those counterculture types would hang out on the university lawns because they were safe from Seattle police there. That's what she told me. Apparently, it was a lot like Golden Gate Park, you know, in San Francisco. Can you imagine that? We're a world away from that time, that's for sure.
Okay, Eliza. Set face challenge.
If you have a specific problem you'd like to talk to me about, please go ahead. It's okay to tell me what's on your mind.
Oh, well, you got anything for pain? Specifically, it's my shoulders acting up again.
She's just in here just because the lady should be the therapist.
I had some inflammation with them a few months ago, but it settled down. I'd go back to the clinic, but I don't want to pay the copay again, just for them to tell me the same thing they always do. I'd rather talk to you. You're nice, you listen.
Thank you. I do my best to listen to my clients.
What are you here for, lady?
See? That's what I like to hear.
Okay. Do we have any recommendations?
Okay, Holiday.
Fortipran hydrochloride. Is that for pain?
I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about Fortipran hydrochloride. Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better.
I don't know if that's right.
You will get a reminder to check in with us in a few weeks.
Oh, I don't think I've heard of that one before. It's a painkiller? I'll try anything once, I suppose. Smoking dope is still my go-to for this kind of thing, but if it can help with my shoulders, then I'm interested.
We hope to see you back soon, Holiday.
Sure, I'll let you know if it works. What was it called again?
Fodipran hydrochloride. Oh god.
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner.
What was the medicine called? Forzapram? I think that was it. I can ask about it at the clinic. Decent enough place.
Oh no. She's gonna get the wrong medication.
One time I had a doctor there who was very rude to me, though, young man.
Young man.
Goodbye.
Right. I suppose I ought to let you go now.
We can't even tell her what medication it was.
You got other people to speak to, it looks like. Staying busy. Busy, busy. That's life in this town.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Damn. Okay. We're starting to see Eliza, like, not exactly break down, but we're seeing through the cracks of Eliza. Well, that was an odd one. Some of what she said confused Eliza's algorithm a little bit. Not that it seems to have mattered much. I think that's it for today. Alright. Okay. So, I think I'll end the stream here. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. Eliza is clearly not a good idea in the long run. How do I save here? Oh god, please don't make it save. I'll worry about it later. But yeah, that was the first 2 chapters of Eliza. I did really enjoy that. It was something fresh. But I want to know how this pans out for Eliza herself and what Evelyn is gonna do, because she apparently used to work on Eliza, and I don't know. Please stay safe, Weed Auntie. Oh god. You see, that's not... I don't think Eliza was definitely not trained for Weed Auntie. I really liked the voice acting in this game. It's really nice, and the music that comes up during the sessions, I think it's like specific tunes for every client. I might be wrong on that, but yeah, it's really well done. It's not like, I don't think it's supposed to be an accurate therapy session, but I think what they're trying to convey is like the coldness of Eliza, because that's definitely not your typical counseling. But they did a pretty good and accurate job on the acting in this game. Yeah, I like these characters a lot. Yeah, they're all pretty interesting, and they have very. You know, I was thinking like the proxies, you know, they have to listen to all these people's problems, and I'm pretty sure you have to be trained to deal with that kind of psychological weight like an actual psychiatrist. I don't think Evelyn or any of these other proxies got that kind of training. That's messed up to say the least, but yeah, I don't know. You really need some intense training for that, to deal with that. Well, that's probably another downfall of Eliza. Really interested and well acted. Yeah, I agree. I will play this sometime soon. Probably between Yakuza streams. Yeah, but I'll catch you guys on another stream soon. I have been working a lot, but I do find time after work. It's usually later than this, but I mean, I still get to stream, and that's a plus. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, I enjoyed playing this, and thank you guys for watching. Thank you for coming to the stream. I might be able to stream either tomorrow or Wednesday. Those 2 days are, I believe, half days at the office. We'll see. But yeah, let me play you guys out with some music. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining the stream. If you are watching the archive stream, be sure to just subscribe if you've made it this far. And yeah, remember to take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time. Bye. Gotta watch the Starry Skies screensaver. Yeah, you gotta put your VR headset on. And need medicine, yes. That's the only treatment. That's the only treatment to any problem you have. Good night, guys.